Hello, my name is Ash, a counselor in training. This is my Relatable study podcast for individuals who need help studying for their NCE, CPCE, and other related counseling exams. I'm going to go through many questions from multiple resources and make the answers relatable to both you and me. So get your listening ears on and let's get studying. Eric Berne's Transactional Analysis, TA, posts 3 ego states: the child, the adult, and the parent. These roughly correspond to Freud's structural theory that include A. Oral, anal, proleptic, B. Unconscious, preconscious, and conscious, C. A and B, D. Id, ego, and superego. The answer is D, id, ego, and superego. The question actually gives you a hint into what it's asking, which is the child, the adult, and the parent roughly corresponds to Freud's structural theory that includes. If you look at the first part of the question, Eric Berne's Transactional Analysis postulates 3 ego states. It gives you the answer right there. So the answer is D. Id, ego, and superego corresponds to the child, the adult, and the parent. In a decision-making model of career development, factors that could influence decision-making include all of the following except A. One's vocational maturity, B. The person's investments, C. Someone's personal values, D. One's style of taking risks. The answer is A. One's vocational maturity is not included in the decision-making model of career development that influences decision-making. The person's investments, personal values, and style of taking risks are all factors that could influence the decision-making model of career development. In transactional analysis, the blank is the conscious or ego state concerned with moral behavior, while in Freudian theory, it is the blank. A. Adult unconscious. B. Parent ego. C. Parent superego. D. Parent id. The answer is C. In transactional analysis, the parent is the conscious or ego state concerned with moral behavior, while in Freudian theory, it is the superego that is concerned with moral behavior. Here are your parallels to remember. Superego is the parent, ego is the adult, and the id is the child. Superego is the parent, ego is the adult, id is the child. Parent is the superego. The adult is the ego, and the child is the id. The child is the id, the adult is the ego, and the parent is superego. I mixed it up for you because it may be reversed on any tests. Career-oriented, successful ethnic minority women: A. Face racial but not gender discrimination. B. Rarely receive support from other women. C. Tend to have mothers who have low expectations for them. D. Often display unusual high self-efficacy. The answer is D. Career-oriented, successful ethnic minority women often display unusually high self-efficacy. This allows these women to overcome discrimination that occurs to them and other women and minorities in the workplace. And if these women had mothers who have low expectations for their daughters and did not receive support from other women, then these women would not be as successful as they are. Freud felt that successful resolution of the Oedipus complex led to the development of the superego. This is accomplished by A. Identification with the aggressor, the parent of the same sex. B. Analysis during the childhood years. C. Identification with the parent of the opposite sex, the aggressor. D. Transference. This is accomplished by A. Identification with the aggressor, the parent of the same sex. Freud felt that the successful resolution of the Oedipus complex led to the development of the superego because of how individuals identify with the aggressive parent of the same sex. I would do some more research into Freud's Oedipus complex and his other complexes as well. I could not provide a good enough example, nor do I fully comprehend his complexes, so I'm going to do more research on my own. And that is all 5 questions. Thank you for listening. Keep calm and study on.